I am the only black person in a suite full of 9 other white girls. Why is she interrupting our conversation? Why is she giving her input? I didn't ask for it and I very much don't want it. I shouldn't have to walk out of the bathroom in my towel and there was a man staring at me. But to leave poop stains around the toilet is crazy. Not only is she dirty, stinking, rank, she never cleaned up after herself, but every single weekend you be going out and drinking and going to the bar. So what kind of Christian are you? Point blank, period. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jasmine, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing a college story time on my Suitemates. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not gonna say no names. They're definitely gonna see this video. I'm telling you, it's gonna get back to them. Either way, it's gonna get back to them because I posted a TikTok like 2 months ago and it went viral, over 600,000 views, and it was about my Suitemates and all the stuff that they did. And they found out and word got back to them. I don't give a damn though. Clock that T. Clock it. And then it got back to me and I find it really funny because I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not gonna just talk about what they did wrong. I'm also gonna talk about what I did wrong because it's only right, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it seem like they're all to blame, you know what I'm saying? When in a sense, I guess I had some parts to do with certain things, or like my attitude was bad some days. This is just all for entertainment, so I'm just telling y'all what happened. And that's it. I'm gonna try my best not to put anyone's personal business out there. So I went to PWI. I didn't go to HBCU. I also did not apply to any HBCUs. And honestly, worst mistake I've ever made. I'm at a PWI. Sorry, y'all. I'm so disappointed in myself. One day I get an email in my school email and it's just like, hey, one of my Suitemates emailed me. I was so confused on how she got my email. I was like, what the hell? Who the heck is this? How did she get my email? Whole time it shows who's gonna be in your suite and their emails. So she emailed me and we're gonna call her Amelia. And she's just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of your Suitemates. It's really nice to meet you. Here's my Instagram and here's my Snap. We're starting a group chat on Snapchat just to let you know what's your Snapchat. If you know me, I haven't had Snapchat in years. Like, I deleted my account, I deleted the app. I didn't have Snapchat in years. So I was just like, oh, I don't have Snapchat, but I'm gonna go ahead and make an account so I could just be, you know what I'm saying, in the group. I also was accepted into the honors program. So we are in the honors building. So everyone that's my Suitemate, they are an honors student. So we're all honors kids and everything. I added into the group chat on Snapchat, and I'm looking through like each and every single one, everyone's like their Snapchat, like what's it called? Like profile, whatever the case is. So I'm like, boom, all right, you know, she's white, okay. I swipe to the next person, okay, she's white too. Mind you, there's 10 people in the suite, right? 1 being me, so 9. I swipe to the next person, oh, she's white too. I was like, okay, that's 3 white people, 1 black person, because I'm a black person. I swipe next, oh, she's also white, all right. Is there ever gonna be a black person in here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I swipe again. We're at the 5th person now. Oh, damn. She's white too. Now there's only 4 more people that could be black or not. You know what I'm saying? I swipe next. The 6th person. White. I'm like, bro, there's 3 more people. I'm like, please, please, for the love of God, please don't let me be the only black person in a suite. Especially since it's a new state, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I've never been surrounded by like a mass majority of white people. I swipe next. The person's still white. I'm like, oh my God, please. But now there's 2 more. Because remember, there's 10 people in the suite. I'm 1, so that leaves 9. So what we're at 7 now. What am I gonna do if I'm the only black person? Like, that's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a lot. We get to the 8th person. She's still white. I'm like, bro, we have 1 more person and that's it. We have 1 last chance. They're either white or black, so it's 50-50. I swipe. Sis was white, so I'm like, oh my God, I am the only black person in a suite full of 9 other white girls. I'm just like, oh my God. So right when I swiped to the 9th person, I saw that she was white. I texted my friends. I said, I'm the only black person in my suite. And they just started laughing at me. They're like, oh, I told you, you shouldn't have went to a PWI. We've been saying this. We've been saying you would be good at an HBCU. And now look, and I'm just like, I think I'll be okay. I said, I think I'll be okay. It can't be that bad. I was the only black girl, so I'm just like, damn, this is gonna be, like, I'm thinking, damn, like, wash day, like, when it's time to wash my hair, how is that gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Just everything in general. So fast forward, you know, we're talking throughout the summer on Snapchat. Everyone's trying to get to know each other. Then one of the girls, we're gonna name her name is, what do I have her here? Evelyn. So I don't know what happened, but Evelyn and I were like texting outside of the group chat, and like Evelyn was just like, oh my god, I'm like really funny and da 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 da. I'm just like, oh my god, girl, you're really funny. You're an extrovert. She was like, yes. I'm like, period. So then I'm like, send like some funny videos or some funny pictures. None of them were funny. None of them were funny. It was just, oh my god, it was so bad. It was just like her with her boyfriend. It was just like really, like, it was not funny at all. I don't even know how to explain it, but the videos was not funny. So I actually said in my videos that were funny, because I'm a funny person sometimes. I won't even lie to y'all, sometimes I'm funny. But it was just her hanging out with her boyfriend, or like silly pictures of her, like, girl, like, just like her, like. So like I'm lying to her and I'm like, oh my god, haha, you're so funny. And then she's like, oh my god, we're gonna get along really well. We didn't get along really well. We didn't get along really well. But we finally get to moving day. So I'm moving in, da 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 da. Mind you, we all have different moving times. So I picked a later moving time than my roommate. My roommate's name, let's name her Ava, right? So Ava had a earlier moving time than me. So she moved in like, I think 9 a.m. or like 12, and my move-in was like 2:30. Ava, she already told me like, oh, she won't be staying the weekend. Like moving day was Thursday. She said she's gonna be back Sunday. Like the first like week of school, like they call it welcome week. So like they would have events for freshmen and stuff. Some required, some aren't required. All the events that they had the first week, the entire suite went to. We go to all the welcome events with each other. Mind you, again, it's 10 of us. 2 of the girls, right? They like were always in their room, or they were never in their room. We got Isabella and Maddie. Isabella and Maddie, they were like never like in their room. Like anytime we wanted to hang out for welcome week, they were never there. So we all were getting aggravated, like, oh my god, we're just all trying to get to know each other, and they don't talk, they don't nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, Isabella, she was like really quiet, and she would talk to us, but she wasn't really the problem. Maddie was the problem, because Maddie, she would like, even during the school year, Maddie would like always like leave at like late times of the night, and you could hear, like, I ain't gonna lie, it sounded like there was alcohol in her bag. You could like hear the clinking together anytime she would like walk past us, and we would all just be side-eyeing each other. Isabella though, she was cool. Isabella, she was good. Like, she was quiet and everything. She didn't really like hang with us for real, but like she was always respectful, and you know, we were respectful back to her, because like she was cool, like she was calm. And even at dinner, we would go to the dining hall every single day together. In the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, I try to be white. I'm not gonna say I try to be white, but like the way I was dressing was low key like a whitewashed girl, and I would always hang out with my suite mates. I had like the short shorts with the hoodie on, so I was wearing that. I always hang out with them. Yes, I knew I was black, y'all, come on now. Like the hair that I had in, you would know, like the people, you would think I might be whitewashed, but you'd be like, nah, the hair that she got in, she can't be whitewashed, because I had fox butterfly locks, or fox locks in, whatever it's called, and they were long. They were like almost at my ankles, and it was 2 different colors. So like you already knew, like I might be whitewashed a little bit according to people, but like I wasn't that whitewashed, or like what people would think. Months later, whatever, when I would like talk to my friends, like, oh, what did you think when you first met me? Every single time the people were like, oh, I thought you was whitewashed. They're like, yeah, you would always hang out with your suite mates, and you were the only black person there. After welcome week, I was just like, okay, now it's time I lock in with like doing my editing, because I recorded the move-in vlog, but I didn't start the editing. So I'm editing, and anytime they were asking me, hey Jasmyn, do you want to like go out, da da da, I'm like, no, I have to edit. It got to the point where they were asked out all the time, and I'm just like, no, I got to edit. So I would like shut my door, just so like anytime someone's walking past, they don't be like, do you want to come with us this time? Because I have to finish this video. You know what I'm saying? Because August is the time where, you know what I'm saying, moving vlogs flow. I don't want to wait months later and then post it. It's just not gonna look right. I think once or twice they knocked on my door, and I open it, and they're just like, hey, you want to come with us? I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'm editing, like I have to finish this video. Once I finish it, then, you know what I'm saying, we could go out. That lasted like probably like a couple days, I'm not sure, maybe a week, and then after that they like never hit me up to go out anywhere else. So I felt like really like away from the group for real for like a good 2 months. So this was August, and then like I felt this way until like maybe late October. So I just stopped associating myself with them, point blank, period. I would always complain to Ava about it. I'll be like, oh, I feel like no one really likes me, da 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 da. And then she's just like, you should ask for us to. I'm like, I'm not asking for me to follow you guys go places. If y'all already all together decide y'all gonna go out and do da 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 da, why should I be like, hey, can I come? No, who I look like? Are you dumb? Hell no. In a sense, yes, it's my fault because like I was always editing every single time they asked me if I wanted to come. So I just stayed to myself for real. Valeria and I had a class together, right? We had a class together. We both had ROTC. If you don't know what ROTC is, but it's basically like the military in a sense, like you learn like military like stuff. If you stay in the program, you get to be like an officer, like you get to be ranked higher when you graduate and then all that stuff. So Valeria and I were in that class together. And like in the beginning, we would like go to class together because one of the girls that we met there, she had a car. So we would all like go together, and then for some reason we just stopped going together. Like we would wake up the same time early in the morning. Everyone else was sleeping, so we would wake up for PT or for like the early 8 a.m. class when we did have it. And even when we had lab too, because lab was once a week. But we would wake up at the same time and we would not talk to each other for like months and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay. Yeah, so again, Maddie was still not talking to us. She would be in and out with, I guess, her bottle of alcohol or whatever. And she would like come back at who knows times of the night. Like I'm talking about like 3 a.m. Like she would be like out and out. Like she'll be out and about. To the point where sometimes we're like, damn, is she missing? We haven't seen her for days. Whole time we think she was just staying at like her friend's dorm or whatever. So my roommate, so Ava, she's in state. I'm not gonna say how far she lives away from the school because I feel like that's low-key too personal. Like I said, I'm not gonna bring up too much personal stuff. But she lives in the state. So every weekend she would leave. So for the weekend, I would have the room to myself. My roommate, Ava, she's mostly white, but she has part Puerto Rican in her. So like in the beginning, I would in a sense only look at her as a white girl. So I felt like some things like as a black person I would complain about, you know, because of like, let's say racism or something like that. I felt like I couldn't confide to her because I only saw her as white in the beginning. But after a while, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna see her as part Puerto Rican. But yeah, so again, my roommate Ava, she would only stay on weekends. She would like go out, party, whatever on weekends. But if she did stay a weekend, which was rare, which probably be like once a month, she would like go out and party. So if she did stay the weekend, again, it was only to go out to the bar. But she was really close with 2 people in the suite. Their names, we're gonna name them Allie and Rachel. So Allie and Rachel, she was really close with them and everything. But then she fell off with Allie because Allie, I'm not gonna put Allie's personal business on here, but Allie, I ain't gonna lie, Allie was wildin' on certain things. Yeah, so they were really close, always go out and everything. So mind you, everyone in the suite throughout the entire year, they would all like go out to eat, everything, and I wouldn't even know. Like they would come back and I'm like, where did y'all go? And they're like, oh, we went out to eat. Like I'm talking about like a restaurant. I'm not talking about the dining hall. I'm talking about a restaurant. I'm like, oh, okay. Once in a while, I feel a little bit sad or whatever. But then I'm like, I don't give a damn. Oh well. If I want to, I could go out to eat with my friends too. Another thing I really want to talk about is the things that really pissed me off. One thing that really, like, not one thing, a lot of things that my roommates did and suitemates did that pissed me off is, y'all know white people, their hair sheds really easily. So in the bathroom, I would go in the shower, hair everywhere, and I would always talk to them about it, like, hey, like, wash out your hair, like, throw away your hair, don't like leave it all over the shower, like, that's disgusting. And they would do the same thing in the sink. Amelia would always come at me, oh, it's not a big deal, it happens, like, we have that type of hair. I'm like, I'm not saying it doesn't, I'm saying clean up after yourself. Then we have another suitemate. We're gonna name her Olivia. Olivia, oh my gosh, she was so nasty. She was so nasty. She never cleaned up after herself. When she dyed her hair, she left the dye everywhere. Like there was stains everywhere in the bathroom. She never cleaned up after herself. She was so nasty. Mind you, you're supposed to wear shower shoes if you go to college. She never wore no shower shoes. She was so nasty. She would walk on the bathroom floor, no shower shoes, barefooted. Take a shower, barefooted. It was so disgusting. We would all talk about her because it's just so disgusting. She was a theater major, and y'all know how theater kids stay. Another thing that she would do, she would like bring guys and her friends into the suite and then just have them like in the common area. There would be crumbs all over the floor and everything. It was like crazy. Yeah. If I did this shit, bro, if I did this, it would have been a whole ass problem. A whole ass problem. The fact that somebody left this here, bro. And it's like, we don't even have a broom. So, like, you have to use a vacuum. And a vacuum's gonna make too much noise, bro, when people are sleeping. But why would you leave this here? It was so bad. She would use the bathroom and leave her poop in the toilet. There has been so much times that I would go in the bathroom, I look in the toilet, there is poop in the toilet bowl, and there would also be menstrual products in the toilet. It would be opened up in the bathroom. It was just horrible. Like, it was bad. Don't get me wrong, in the beginning I didn't really clean the bathroom when I was supposed to, because me personally, I hate cleaning the bathroom. Give me any other job, but after a little bit, like, I would clean it sometimes, and like sometimes I would literally like clean it like so much, and then like I would stop for like a month or two and then get back to cleaning it every single day, and then or every other day, and then stop. So I have to say that was something that I could have worked on myself as a suite mate. But you know what I'm saying, it was not like I didn't do any cleaning, like I did. But speaking on cleaning, the first month of college, we never like set no like cleaning rules. So like the bathroom and the common area would get so dirty. My roommate Ava and I would complain. We're like, bro, it's getting mad dirty. We also had a Snapchat group chat, but when we all moved in, we made an iMessages group chat. And then she was just like, we need to really get these rules down. And any single time we were like, okay, everyone's free, let's say on a Saturday, to talk about it, we would have Maddie not here. And we felt like we couldn't address this without having everyone present, because it was getting horrible. So like the first month of college, oh my God, it was so bad. It was horrible. And any single time they would have like movie nights. Obviously I wasn't invited. They would have movie nights in the suite. After their movie nights, they would leave crumbs on the floor. So I would wake up and there was like crumbs and just pizza boxes everywhere on the floor. It was really bad. They would not take out the trash. And then like on Thanksgiving break, I was the only one. So like Thanksgiving, you could stay in the dorm or you could leave. I was the only one in that dorm for a week, because our Thanksgiving break was a week long. It was the cleanest it has ever been. Like, I cleaned it up. It was so nice. Everyone came back the day before classes would start back from the break. Like probably like 2 hours after everyone came back, it was a mess again. A lot of people was just really nasty in the suite. And let's really talk about it for real. One of the girls, her name is Evelyn. Evelyn is roommates with Amelia. Amelia would complain to us like about how her roommate Evelyn was nasty and she stinks. but Amelia never wanted to tell Evelyn that she stinks. So she would only tell me, Ava, Allie, and Rachel. Which is really funny. Amelia would always complain to us about how Evelyn stinks, And then one time, Amelia, she got COVID, and then Evelyn told her mother, and her mother was like, oh, Amelia needs to leave, and Evelyn was like, oh, I don't have nowhere to go. And then Evelyn was talking crap about her roommate Amelia and everything, and Amelia would come back and tell us. So a lot of times my roommate would come and shut the door and just give me that look. I'm like, oh God, what happened now? And we would like talk about it before we went to sleep. It was nice. A lot of people would come in drunk. So like, I ain't gonna lie, everybody in the suite sometimes would come in drunk after they went out to the bar, you know, to party. So I would like be in my room, doors shut, or it would be open because I'm the only person in the suite. And like I would be like, let's say watching YouTube or Netflix, and then I just hear like them opening the door and they're coming in mad drunk. Mind you, it would be like really late in the night. It would be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I was just like, oh brother. And I would just shut my door. And then Evelyn was coming at my roommate one day, and then my roommate went off on her. Ava went off on Evelyn. It was so funny when my roommate told me, oh my God. So yeah, so Evelyn's mother was talking crap about Amelia when she got COVID and everything. But when Amelia got COVID, she never shut her door. They would always have it open, and I would be like, hey, like, can you shut the door? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you have COVID. And it was just like, oh, And it wasn't even Amelia for real. It was Evelyn that had a problem. Evelyn would be like sleeping in the common area on a blow up mattress. She would leave the COVID room open. Like, you complain to your mother that your roommate has COVID, but then you're leaving the door open and spreading the COVID throughout the entire suite. Shut the door. And I would talk to her about it. She's like, oh, it's because I have to move out my stuff. I don't give a damn. First of all, if my roommate had COVID, I wouldn't even want to go in the room. I will sleep in the lounge. Bro, there was so much, y'all do not understand. There was so much tea this entire year and I forgot it all. I really thought I was gonna come with the most juiciest tea for y'all. And I forgot it all, so I do want to apologize and everything. But I won't even lie to you. One thing, again, I would also say I did wrong as a suite mate was I would always be loud. They would always knock on my door like, hey, can you turn it down? So I would like turn it down, like either my music or like if I'm on the phone. I would always be loud. I will have to say that. I shouldn't have been so loud. But a lot of times they're like we get that you're from New York, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be loud, but just like lower it down just a little bit. And another thing that really also pissed me off is how Olivia, not only is she dirty, stinking rank, like I said, she would always bring like guys and like her friends into the suite. Mind you, her friend that she would always bring would always be there, bro. Always be there. And again, they're theater kids, so you know they're weird. One time I finished my shower, I was in my towel. I'm walking to my room. I turn to my right, my head to my right. I see a white man staring at me in my towel. And that pissed me off because it's just like, he was staring at me. That pissed me off. And I talked to her about it one time. I have all the screenshots. I'm gonna put it at the end of the video. Oh my god. And then like there's a couple times I would come back from like a party at like 3 a.m. There will be dirt everywhere. Like I'll insert the video and everything. It was just dirt. It was just crumbs. Come on, is no one gonna vacuum the carpet? Like what is going on? But to leave poop stains around the toilet is crazy. To have blood on the seat is crazy. People's boyfriends would be coming in the suite and no one would know. Evelyn brought her boyfriend one time and my roommate Ava, she told me, she was like, oh, just to let you know, Evelyn's boyfriend is gonna be here for the next, I think, couple days or a week. I'm like, what are you talking about? And Ava would be like, you didn't know? And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, I didn't know either. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know either. I just found out that he's coming and she didn't even, that he's here and she didn't even tell nobody. I'm like, first of all, if I was Evelyn's roommate is Amelia. If I was Amelia, I would say, no, that's not gonna work. And then Amelia gonna say, oh, I can't be in the room if you and your boyfriend's in the room. Like, I can't sleep here at night because it's against my religion. Mind you, she's Christian. Amelia is Christian. So I'm thinking to myself, first of all, let's be so for real, Amelia. Amelia, how are you Christian and say you can't sleep in the same room that your roommate and her boyfriend is sleeping in because you're a quote-unquote Christian? You can't sleep in that room, but every single weekend and you be going out and drinking and going to the bar. So what kind of Christian are you? Clock that tea. So I'm just like, girl, be so for real. If you're gonna be a Christian, be a Christian. Like, I get it. Like, I wouldn't want a guy in the room either, but I had times where guys were like sleeping. They would sleep in my room and stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that situation because like that's a whole thing. But like, just to be like, oh, it's because it's against my religion. I could understand if like you weren't comfortable with a guy being, you sleeping and a guy also sleeping in the same room, your roommate's boyfriend or not. I could understand that. But then to be like, oh, it's against my religion, be so for real. So is you drinking and getting drunk. Don't piss me off. If your boyfriend is gonna come, you have to let us know in advance and we all have to agree on it. One of our roommates, her name is Valeria. So Valeria, she told us like a month before. She was like, hey guys, just letting you guys know my boyfriend is gonna be here, I think in October or something. He's gonna be here for a couple days. She told us like a whole month in advance. Evelyn, she didn't tell nobody. I walk out my room one day, I see her with her boyfriend, and she gonna be like, hey, girl, do not hate me. Why is there men being brought in the suite? Like, it just, oh my god. If you're gonna bring a guy in the suite, keep him in your room. Any single time I brought my guy friend over, because I only had one guy friend at the time, anytime I brought him over to my dorm, I would make sure he was in the room and I would have the door shut. There should be no reason why there's a man in the suite, in the common area. I shouldn't have to walk out of the bathroom in my towel and there was a man staring at me. She would always be singing. I'm just like, okay, like, yes, you could sing. Like, I won't lie. Like, she could sing. I do not want to hear you singing every single day. Just like how you don't want to hear me on the phone being mad loud or playing my Caribbean music mad loud every single day. I don't want to hear you sing every single day. Now, let's really talk about the last, like, big thing. Racism. Now, Amelia was low-key racist to me because one time we was all together. Amelia gonna say, oh, I went to a high school that had a lot of black people. I'm so glad I don't go there anymore. To my face. Like, girl, what does that mean? Like, get out my face. Then she gonna say to me, oh, I've watched your YouTube videos. It doesn't give intellectual. It's those little micro-aggressive comments that they be making. Obviously, I told my roommate Ava, and I was like, that micro-aggressive comment, and my roommate was like, micro? I was like, girl, that was not micro, that was macro. Trump came to my school to do a speech. Tell me why she was wearing a Make America Great Again hat. I would like be talking to myself like in the shower, or like I'll be on the phone like in the bathroom, and she would just randomly interrupt my conversations and be like, oh, Jasmyn, da 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 da. And I'm like, why is she interrupting our conversation? Why is she giving her input? I didn't ask for it, and I very much don't want it. And like one time I would like be talking to like my friends, or like I would just be talking to myself while I'm in the bathroom, and I'm just like, damn, like people really think women shouldn't play football, because I used to play flag football. She gonna interrupt my conversation and be like, she was like, oh, Jasmyn, women aren't supposed to play football, that's a man's sport. She grew up in Virginia. She grew up on a farm. She's the type of person that thinks women should remain in the kitchen and women shouldn't have jobs. I'm still blown to this day, the fact that you gonna say I don't give intellectual, I don't give smart. I'm in the honors college. I have to be smart to get into the honors college. I had to have the grades in high school to get into the honors college. I had to have wrote a good essay to get into the honors college. And on top of that, I'm still in the honors college because guess what? I did what I had to do. That's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one, whatever it is. Peace.